How to get credit for a startup. Are you a new business in the need of business credit? Are you tired of using your own personal savings, credit, and just bootstrapping it? So guys, stay tuned because we're going to talk about how to get new credit for your business. Let's roll.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south, I'll be spreading out.
All right guys, so in this video, I want to show you what companies are currently lending to new businesses or startup, how to go about to qualify and how to apply for this business. But at the same time, what do you need to say in order to get approved? All right guys, but before we start talking about which companies can lend you money for a new business, let's talk about the difference between personal credit and business credit. Now, something you got to keep in mind, in your personal credit, there's so many factors that can affect and help you too when you have a personal credit. For example, so you get $100,000 in credit and you use $100,000. Now you got to keep in mind that the utilization is something that would affect you tremendously, especially if you go over 30%. That's like the magic number for banks. But at the same time, something that I advise you is for you to stay between the 2 and 5%. Now, anytime that you go over 30%, you'll see your score dropping down dramatically. Now, in the business size, utilization is not a factor. The way that your credit score gets factored is by the ability of your business to pay the bills on time. Meaning that if you actually have $100,000 in you, for any reason you have to borrow the same $100,000 and use it for your business, is how well you pay that bill or that payment on time every month. That's how you score. You pay this, and the score in on Experian and Equifax will be factored, and that's one of the main things that can affect you or help you overall when you have business credit. Now, one thing also, you also have your payment. If you pay late on the personal side, that will also affect you. But remember, the utilization is one of the big things. That's why anytime that you now see yourself that you cannot get any more credit, you start using more credit of your personal credit into the business because you want to scale or your business's capital for the day-and-day operations, you'll see your personal credit dramatically dropping down because you're using so much of it. Now, that doesn't happen in the business side. So this is why I preach to you and I urge you to start learning the foundation of business credit, so that you lay that foundation and start creating corporate credit. That's what we're here for. All right, so why do you want to create your own business? Now, if you're anything like me, hey, you want to make sure that you have control of your time. You want to develop your own hours. You want to have the ability to create the income that you want. You want to make sure that you work in the industry that you love and actually the passion that you want to have, either helping people or creating things or innovating things. So this is why you want to go in business, because you will have the control to be able to make what you want monetarily and be able to have the freedom that you want. Now, business is not easy. It's a process that takes patience, but at the same time, consistency. That's something that I urge you to do, to be consistent at it and make sure that you actually develop the business to create that generational wealth. All right, now let's talk about how you build the business. Now, the proper way to lay the foundation of a business, but at the same time, laying the foundation, the four legs of what we going to start doing, which is called corporate credit, right? We're trying to separate your personal from your business, and that's what we're here for. One of the main things you need to do, first of all, is make sure that your business is filed, or you have an entity. It is filed with the Secretary of the State of your state. Now, keep in mind that your business must be, in order to start creating business credit, a LLC, an S Corp, or C Corp. Now, I am not an attorney or CPA, nor am giving you any advice on which of the entities you should go with, but I advise you to consult with your attorney or CPA in your state. because every laws and policies are completely different for the industry that you are in and the state that you reside. So I advise you to go ahead and do that due diligence, but make sure that you do have one. What I do advise you is do not have a sole proprietorship, because many banks will not extend credit to you as a business, because again, a sole proprietorship, you have no EIN and you will have to actually use your personal credit in order to actually extend or get more credit. The second thing that you must do is make sure that you have a business address. I understand that you probably just started your business and you started from home, but there are so many virtual business addresses systems out there that will place your business on the map as if it had a brick and mortar or a storefront. And that is something that is required. The bank want to make sure that you have some type of presence and that you are not running your business solely from home. All right, the third thing that you must have is a business phone number, not your cell phone, not your home number. Guys, there's so many systems out there in which you can create a business line, something that is a VoIP, a VoIP, is a voice over the internet protocol. It's actually a line that you can use through the internet, through Wi-Fi, and many of them have an app that you can actually install on your phone, and you can also call from your phone. So make sure that you have a business line. It is essential because banks can know, and they have an algorithm, they have a way that they can find out if your business is a personal line or is a business line. Now, at the same time, you need to make sure that that business line is registered with the 411 database. They want to make sure that, so in this case, the bank want to make sure that you are registered, that you are in the map, and that people can reach you, and not you are a company that is scamming customers on the long run. Now, at the same time, your business needs to have a social platforming presence. And what I mean by that is you need to have a website. You need to have Facebook. You need to be in Google. You need to be in all the social media platforms. Create that, take the time. I understand that that is tedious, and sometimes we are not the best and savviest. Guys, you can go to so many platforms. So for example, there's a platform called Fiverr.com in which you can pay someone across the world, usually pennies on the dollar, for them to be able to go ahead and create something like that from you, from images to social media platform to even manage your social media platforms. So guys, take the time, learn it. Make sure that you are on the map. Make sure that you use your Google business. Make sure that you actually have the number. Make sure that you have some social media presence. But at the same time, you need to have what was called a business email. In this case, a business email is usually your name at your domain. And domain will be the actual name that you'll see on the web for your company. If your company is 123mainstreet.com, that it will be the domain that you actually bought. So it will be your name at 123 Main Street Company. Now, at the same time, your business must have an EIN. All right? You need to have an EIN. It's an employee identification number. And you go to irs.gov. It is free for you to get. It is easy. Some of the students can usually do this in less than a day. So it is up to you guys. Make sure that you are stay consistent learning. Get it done. And you can definitely go ahead and continue to start making the credit or start laying the foundation for the credit that you're looking for. Now, once you do all of this, because you are required to have a business address and business filed through the state, but also an EIN, you need to create a business bank account. This is essential. It is a must. I've seen that a lot of students, what they do is as soon as they open that, because of the business credit or because of the history with the bank, they usually offer credit cards. So you are able to open credit lines right there on the spot. So guys, make sure you get the steps down. All right, guys, so let's get to what we came here for, the meat and potatoes of this video. Now, what credit lines am I able to get for a startup? Now, guys, the first thing that you need to do, you must do, is once you do all the other steps, you are going to go to PayPal Business. And what you're going to do is create an account with them, and they will offer you credit line. Now, what I want to warn you real quick, the payment are going to be a little steep, They're very competitive though, but there's a year repayment period. Now at the same time, you could go to Square.com, and Square.com you could also open a business account and give you a credit line right away. Now the other two that I also want to talk about is Brex.com. They will actually work with you for the cash that you see within your bank account. But we have another one that I've seen that works a lot and better for a lot of our students, which is called GetDewey or Dewey.com. So GetDewey.com, this is one that will also work with you and extend your credit. Now guys, this four right here will help you to actually get business credit right away. Now, let's start creating your business credit. Let's find out what you need in order to start developing and getting all the compliance items that you need that you probably don't know where to go and how to check. But what I'm going to do for you is go here, Member.360 Business Vantage. I'm going to put this link in the bottom of this video, and what I'm going to do is make sure that you go there. Why? Because we are going to give you what's called a free business success scan. What this is going to do is going to tell you which compliance items you are missing right now. You guys, and it's for free. We just want to make sure that we help you, at least give you a tool that you can use to identify what's going on with your business today so you can get it fixed. Guys, it's a recession coming. Be ready, be ready, be ready. Let's get your wealth, start creating cash flow for your business, start being profitable. But remember that 3 out of 5 businesses will fail before the 3rd year because of the lack of capital. Let's not be one of those 3. Guys, thank you for your time. Now, if this was your first time on our channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. Click on the bell icon, click on all so that you'll be notified every time that we post new content, and that is daily. Now guys, give me the thumbs up too. That's going to help me tremendously to take this gospel to many more business owners, because we want to help you, help them as well. Guys, thank you for your time. I am Carlos, the Credit Assassin. This is the Credit Assassins channel, and I'll see you in the next video.
I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. I tell you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing, got big dreams, bigger things, impatient. Who's at the top think they need replacement? Who's at the top think I'm gonna erase them?